United States Heavyweight Wrestling Championship is on the line this week in the All-World Wrestling League as Ragnarok enters the ring to take on the new champion, Harker Dirge.
It took a monumental effort to walk through the fire and bring this historic United States Heavyweight Championship all the way from the past and into the present. And it will take a legendary effort to pull this championship from my grasp. Tonight, Ragnarok, you just might find that task too hot to handle.
In addition to the great United States Heavyweight Championship match, Jason Harris, the best dressed man, makes his return to the ring against Mr. X. These two exciting competitors are going to start things off. Jason Harris rallying the fans behind him, and they are pleased to see the best dressed man back in the ring.
I'm going to try to wrestle with the shirt on. All right. I need to build up a good sweat.
Harris making the option to start the match with his sartorial splendor in full effect. Started the match in... Ooh! Harris started the match in best dressed fashion, I was about to say, but Mr. X started the match with a major tactical error, turning his back on his opponent, and he paid for it that time with a somewhat playful but very painful slap by Jason Harris to the back of Mr. X. Mr. X is frustrated. He shouldn't be frustrated with the opponent. He should keep his eyes on his man at all times. Oh! Beautiful drop kick by Mr. X, and that caught the attention of Jason Harris. Big return shot for that slap that he suffered. At the onset of this match, Harris going for another one. Mr. X learned his lesson. You got to give the man that. Mr. X is a crafty competitor. He wouldn't have lasted this long in the All-World Wrestling League if he wasn't. Two men tie up here in the original big-time wrestling, the AWWL. Mr. X with a headlock takes his man to the mat, and that's where you want him. You want him right down there on the mat where you can beat him for the 1, 2, 3 or get a possible submission. Well, the slap to the back worked the first time. He's going to go for the second and third time, and Mr. X rolls to the outside to try to retrieve his senses, gather his thoughts. Harris still jogging around the ring on the far side, working up that sweat that he's looking to build up this week. Previously in the AWWL, we saw Jason Harris accompanied by the notorious handsome Johnny Bradford. That situation exists no longer. Some sort of a dissension in the ranks between those two, and in the weeks to come, we hope to find out about it. Mr. X pulling Harris to the outside. He got too close to the wily Mr. X, and that golden pair on a mask sends the best dressed man to the ring post and right inside the ring. Kicks him clear across. Looks like he's hooking him up for a suplex here. Harris trying to fight it. He does fight it and deposits Mr. X all the way up, hooks him on the rafters, and slams him to the side. Harris certainly has changed his demeanor here in the All-World Wrestling League. The last time we saw him, he was no fun at all. Now, tackle by the bigger man. Now it looks like Harris is out here to have a little bit of fun. He's away from handsome Johnny Bradford, and he clearly feels like a free man now. Sends Mr. X to the buckle. Has him pinned to that corner. And he's just going to pummel away on the golden bean of Mr. X. Fans calling for a chop. Jason Harris happy to oblige. Mr. X lamenting the fact that their fans on the outside are calling the shots for Jason Harris. To him, I'm sure it feels kind of like a handicap match ring right now. Mr. X able to lift his shoulders before the 3 count. He is a fighter. He is a tough professional wrestler. Mr. X, I've mentioned many times, the smallest competitor in the All-World Wrestling League, and that means he has to be just as tough as the heavyweights. Take a licking and keep on ticking, and that's what he's doing right there. Splash in the corner. Now he's setting Harris up, having a little bit of trouble getting him there, but he gets him there all the same. Kick to the ribs. Harris tried to block it, but leg trumped arm in that exchange, and to force the blow sent Harris down, and here he goes for that suplex now. He got it. Elbow drop by Mr. X. Mr. X on top, 2 count. Mr. X now stalking his prey, waiting on the far side. Harris doesn't know where he is. Harris using the ropes to bring himself up from the mat, get himself in a more defensive posture, and he may have lured Mr. X. He may have known where he was all along. He was waiting on him. As soon as X charged, Harris out of the way, and Mr. X hit that hard buckle. There is nothing behind that buckle but steel. And Mr. X felt the full effect. Clothesline turns him inside out. X now struggling to his feet, looking. Another clothesline turns him upside down all the way around, and Jason Harris playing a little bit of a tune on the head, body, neck, shoulders, and everything he can get a hold of Mr. X, and that time it was the ankles and legs. Really nice looking leg trip there, one that you don't see very often these days. Harris, clearly a student of the game, and a neck breaker like that could do the trick for a 1, 2, 3, no! Mr. X able to lift the shoulder one more time. Harris thinking about it, trying to figure out what he can do to keep this man down. Headed for the corner, and now Harris meeting the same fate that Mr. X met earlier. Nothing in the corner but cold, unforgiving steel. And speaking of cold, unforgiving steel, Mr. X has a steel chair now right in front of the referee. The referee reprimands him, tells him, you use that, it will be an automatic disqualification. This is not a no disqualification match. This is not anything goes. The referee takes the chair to the corner, deposits it to the outside. Whatever Mr. X had in mind, it was thwarted by our referee. Drops his man down now. Still Mr. X with the advantage. Going to the top rope. Very few do it better than this man right here. Senton splash from the top. Knocks all the air out of Harris, and Harris able to kick out. And he's working up a sweat now, believe you me. Oh, X went for it one more time. An elbow drop from the ropes. Went for a second high-flying maneuver, and those are called high-risk moves for a reason, because the risk is huge, but the reward can be a payoff. That right there, though, the reward for the best-dressed man, Jason Harris. 1, 2, 3, he got him. Your winner, Jason Harris. But let's hear right now from Jerome Pruitt with handsome Johnny Bradford.
Hey, John, you remember that dude, Jason Harris? The one that you fired because he just couldn't cut it? It's the reason why you don't have a job with this man anymore. It's the reason why he doesn't guide your career like he guides mine. It's because I'm the best that he's got. I'm the best that the AWWL's got. Understand something. I am undefeated. You know what that means? That means I haven't lost. You know what else that means? That means there's no way to beat me. There is no blueprint.
come and see me, the best heavyweight champion this company's ever seen.
Come see the best man, the best heavyweight champion the world has ever known in the AWWL.
Whoever they put in the ring with me, I will destroy. I've proven that time and again here, and all you losers can testify to that.
AWWL Original Big Time Wrestling, and this is the big one.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a title match for the United States Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first the challenger. The new total package, Ragnarok. His opponent, the current United States Heavyweight Champion, Harker.
All right, everything is on the line right here. That historic United States Heavyweight Championship. Rick Ragnarok, no stranger to that man, the champion, Harker Dirge, because the first time these two met in the middle of the ring, Rick Ragnarok suffered an unfortunate fate, and you hear the fans saying, burn. That right there is why they're calling burn. Harker Dirge, the man who can throw fire, throwing it in the face of Rick Ragnarok, and that is something that the challenger has not forgotten. There is that beautiful championship belt, and that is what's on the line. This is a historic championship match itself, the first time in over 20 years that this particular championship has been defended by a current champion, that champion, Harker Dirge, meeting a very capable competitor in Rick Ragnarok, who takes a headlock, slips around back, snatches a hammerlock. Dirge thinking about it, probably about 9 ways he can come out of that. He goes with a straight reversal and grabs a headlock himself. Dirge off the ropes, pulls over Ragnarok on top of the cover, just a count of 1. You know, Ragnarok has to worry about the fighting ability of Harker Dirge, the wrestling ability, but he's got to worry about the elemental aspect of it being the fire throwing. That is something that Harker Dirge keeps in his back pocket, a psychological advantage, because the opponent never knows when he might be burned, and the fans, they want to see it from the beginning. Ragnarok now challenging Dirge to a test of strength, but he cuts him off with a boot to the midsection, hammering away now at Dirge. Ragnarok hooks him up and over with a suplex. Hard in the middle of the ring, only a 1 count that time. And you heard earlier, Rick Ragnarok referred to as the new total package, and it would be hard to argue with that claim that Rick Ragnarok is a total package. He seems to have youth, speed, agility, power, but the experience, just the raw fighting style. And this match has to go to the United States Heavyweight Champion, Harker Dirge, who shoots Ragnarok off the ropes and brings him around with a power slam. Dirge on top now. And for about the 3rd time in this match, it's gone back and forth. These two know that there is so much on the line. Dirge with the arm now, kick to the ribs, staying on top, keeping Ragnarok down and trying to sap some of the energy away from this young, energetic competitor. Ragnarok, though, instead of going for a reversal, gets to the eyes. He got his finger right in the eye. Dirge heads to the corner. He can't see right now, but he knows he's getting hit, and there's nowhere to go. Ragnarok has him trapped. Both of these guys just going right after each other. All offense in this matchup so far. Big main event here in the AWWL Wrestling League. Original Big Time Wrestling. That historic United States Heavyweight Championship. Oh, did you hear that? Right hand by Rick Ragnarok. Just pelting the face and the head of Harker Dirge. Dirge, proud to be the United States Heavyweight Champion that belt held so many times by, of course, the original Sheik, the one and only Bobo Brazil, Terry Funk, Abdullah the Butcher, Dick the Bruiser, and so many other great champions, and Harker Dirge carrying on to a tradition of the United States Championship, hammering away at Ragnarok in the corner, shoots him all the way across. Ragnarok bouncing out of the corner, being brought down to the mat, and a leg drop across the throat by the champion Harker Dirge. 2 count. Dirge staying on top now, keeping him on the mat with a nice looking head scissors. Dirge looking to squeeze the air, compress the neck, and do a variety of damage to the new total package, Rick Ragnarok, who manages to roll all the way over to his stomach, alleviate the pressure, and reverse the hold with a nice looking bow and arrow type maneuver here. Ragnarok has the legs hooked and he has the neck hook. Dirge trying to think of a counter. It looks like he has one, but it's not necessarily out of the scientific wrestling playbook. Harker Dirge biting a chunk out of the arm of Rick Ragnarok. Dirge now getting aggressive, thumb to the eye, breaking the face of Ragnarok all the way across that rope. Ragnarok looking for mercy in the corner. There will be no mercy. Dirge biting a chunk out of the forehead of Rick Ragnarok. The zombie apocalypse has hit the AWWL Wrestling League in the form of Harker Dirge. Ragnarok, though, fighting for his life, back on top one more time. What a flurry by Dirge. What a counter by Ragnarok. Dirge with a block and a suplex. These men know that there is so much on the line. Championship, as well as personal pride. Dirge stalks him, grabs a trapezius hold on either side of the neck of Rick Ragnarok. Dirge now using that tape thumb. Some people call it a controversial tape thumb, but it has been checked out by the officials of the AWWL Wrestling League and deemed legal. Dirge hammering away, stomping, pounding, double axe handle to the back. Ragnarok looking to make some separation between himself and the champion, but the champion will not give. 1/4 in that ring, shoots him across. Ragnarok with a reversal now, catches him up and over, boom, belly to belly suplex. Ragnarok on top, 2 count. Just like that, one more time, the momentum, the tide turns, and this United States Heavyweight Championship match. Ragnarok now stretching Dirge out, grabbing that arm, bending it backward in a very awkward looking position. Hammering away at the chest of the champion. Ragnarok trying to keep the man down. I can't imagine he's going to get a submission from Harker Dirge. Harker Dirge went through hell to get that championship, and it is not going to be easy to take it from him. We heard at the top of the show, he said it's going to take a legendary effort to take that belt from him. The United States champion, Harker Dirge, who seems to be going into a trance now. He is not feeling the pain in Ragnarok. In the corner, begging for mercy. Dirge, though, feeling no pain. Kicks Ragnarok in the corner. Chop to the throat. He hit that trance. He's on his second win, his third win. Shoots him across. Big size, 13 boot to the face. Up and down, all of his weight with a knee drop. 2 kick out by Ragnarok. Dirge, though, staying on top. Close body-to-body contact has him in the camel clutch. Harker Dirge identifying so much with a legendary United States champion, the Sheik. That camel clutch has to be a tribute to the master, but Ragnarok able to counter, sliding out between, grabbing a double leg takedown, on top with a headlock. Both of these men taking a hold, getting on the mat, doing some wrestling, because they know that that's what's on the marquee. Belly to back suplex, bounces Rick Ragnarok's head off the mat. The fans getting behind the champion, Harker Dirge. He seems to be their man. He seems to be their choice. Dirge picking Ragnarok up off the mat. Ragnarok stops him, though, and grabs Dirge in a bear hug, and it looks to be finally applied up high, where Dirge is lungs, his rib cage can't expand. It makes it so difficult to breathe, and that's when you get a submission. Or sometimes the competitor could even pass out in a move like this. Dirge now getting his arm underneath. That's going to alleviate a lot of the pressure. He's signaling he's not ready to give up. He's got that other arm underneath. Now what is this? Dirge reverses the bear hug. Amazing show of power by the champion. But Ragnarok one more time in the eye, and Harker Dirge falling between the ropes. Both of these men are giving it 1,000% effort. And this United States Heavyweight Championship match here in the All-World Wrestling League. Ragnarok going on top, kicking Dirge, measuring his man. They have pounded each other from the opening bell without one moment of stopping. Back and forth they go. Dirge with the left jabs brings Ragnarok across to that hard turnbuckle. 2, 3, multiple times into the buckle. Ragnarok's head looks like a basketball bouncing up and down the court, and it looks like he is down, possibly out. Dirge now going for something here. As the man spread eagle, hooks him up and underneath. There it is, the slingshot by the United States champion. Rick Ragnarok, the challenger. The new total package appears to be on Dream Street. Dirge goes the Irish whip. Ragnarok, however, able to reverse the whip and body to body, elbow to the jaw. That one echoed off the rafters and sent Harker Dirge all the way out to the cold, unforgiving concrete floor. Rick Ragnarok catching a breather on the outside. The referee applying the count. If he gets to a count of 10, the match will be over. However, the championship will not change hands. Championships in the All-World Wrestling League only change hands on a pinfall or submission, not a disqualification or a count out. Ragnarok keeping Dirge on the ring apron by snapping him down over that hard ring rope. And when I say ring rope, that might be a little bit of a misleading term. That is steel cable wrapped in tape. Believe me, when these wrestlers hit that rope, it hurts. And Ragnarok, one more time, going for the move that did the damage the last time. Second time might be the charm. Ragnarok, though, appears to be just about out of gas. He's been pummeled and pounded so much in this championship match. Going for it a third time, Dirge reverses the effort. And now it's Rick Ragnarok who takes that hard steel cable across the throat. He's trying to keep his man on the outside, though, looking for something. Going for it, a swing and a miss. Dirge with that dirt nap sleeper hold. The dirt nap sleeper hold that Harker Dirge has used in prelude to so many victories here in the All-World Wrestling League. Rick Ragnarok down. Is he out? Harker Dirge back in the ring. On top, appears to have things well at hand right now. Casually rolls Rick Ragnarok over. 1, 2, and no! Unbelievable. Harker Dirge incredulous at the 2 count. He believed, like so many people in attendance, that was going to be a 3 count. What a clubbing forearm right to the spine. Dirge now chops at Rick Ragnarok. Shoots him back into the buckle. Going through, Ragnarok up and over. Nice sign of agility and a DDT out of nowhere. That DDT could have knocked the champion out cold. Dirge able to lift the left shoulder just before the count of 3, and now it is Rick Ragnarok who cannot believe the fact that he is not, right now, the United States Heavyweight Champion. He was this close to being the new champion. Wait a minute. Frustration getting the better of Rick Ragnarok. He has that steel chain that Dirge brings to the ring. Swing and a miss. Dirge kicks the chain out of the hand of Ragnarok. He has it now. Wait. A little tug of war here between Dirge and the referee. Dirge obviously wins that one. Referee and Ragnarok colliding. Ragnarok eats the chain. Dirge has him down. The referee didn't see it. 1, 2, 3, still United States Heavyweight Champion, Harker Dirge. What a war between these 2 gladiators in the All-World Wrestling League. But in the end, it was the man who throws fire. Harker Dirge, still champion.